Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning. If you're new, welcome. My name is Rachel and I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I sell clothing, shoes, and accessories online for a profit. And today I have for you, we're gonna do top 25 sales of week 3 and 4 of September 2023. So if you want to see what my top selling items were for those 2 weeks, definitely stick around. So normally I do a top 15, but I do weekly. So I actually was on vacation. My stores were all on vacation for 6 days during the last 2 weeks. And I wanted to really just put everything together because I figured it would be a little bit easier. Because I know you guys had suggested to me before to go through all of my sales. So I'm like, well, you know, this is 2 weeks worth, but I was gone a week. So maybe it won't be as, as many, and maybe I can try it. Y'all, I'd had 81 sales. I'm not complaining. I think that's great, but I think going over 81 sales is way too much for one video. So we're going to try 25. We'll see how this goes. And then maybe once I have a week where it's an actual like 1 week, then we can, maybe try again. If you like reseller content, certainly consider subscribing to my channel. I do a lot of unboxing videos on this channel and 90-day updates on my boxes. Majority of the inventory that I get for my online businesses come from liquidation, and I love sharing with you what I'm buying and whether or not it's actually selling. And hit that like button if you find this helpful. Okay, so few couple updates for this week. I was out of town. My daughter, who's 6 months old, took her first plane ride. We went up to Michigan, which is where I'm from. We visited some friends and family. So my stores, I think everything was shut down for 5 days except eBay, which has the more stringent shipping. That was shut down for 6. So I'm glad I've combined this into 2 because I was off for that time. And then the day I got back was eBay Open, and I attended the live event here in Atlanta, which was fabulous. It was so much fun. It was my first live reseller event, and I was very, very glad I got to go. And now I feel like I'm hooked, and I'm going to need to go to all the live events because that was just great. And then I don't know when you guys are going to see this video, but I'm actually headed to Helpsy Source this week. Probably the day you see this video is the day that I'm going to fly there. I'm going to tour the warehouse, and I'm also going to be on their panel. They're having an industry insights conversation. So I'll be on their panel for that, which is super, super exciting. And they told me I can take video and photos of the warehouse. So hopefully I can get some insider information about how it works, how they sort, and what their process is that I can share with all of you. I'm very, very excited for that. So yeah, it's been a really busy couple of weeks, but I'm trying to keep the sales still going. We're moving into Q4, so trying to keep busy over here. You all did ask me to, and I hadn't been doing this, but I'm going to start doing this again. Someone had reminded me to state the cost of goods when I'm giving the highest sales. So today's countdown will be 25 items. I am going to share with you my highest sales, but I'm also going to share with you how much each item costs. So it's not going to be like the biggest profiting sales. It'll be like the highest dollar sales with the cost of goods shared as well. I will share, I will point out the highest profited sale, like which item sold or I made the most money off of based on how much it cost me versus how much it sold for. And I will, remember, I already have it marked here to share with you my dud sale and also my lowest profiting sale, which actually there were a few items I lost money on, but one in particular that was a really big dud. So I'll share all of that with you. I'll put them on the side here so you can see what everything is. So this is September 15th through the afternoon of September 30th. Usually I like to wait till the week is completely over, but if I don't film this today, it's not getting filmed for another week. So if there's anything that comes in this afternoon, I'll put it on the first week of October. Sorry, it just has to be that way. But okay, let's get into it. So the first one was this pink silky jumpsuit from Young, Fabulous, and Broke. And this came from a Boutique by the Box. Well, so I ordered the Young, Fabulous, and Broke box from Boutique by the Box. And this one, there were a few in that original box that were like, they didn't have tags, I think was the issue. Like they were brand new, but there was nothing on them that said Young, Fabulous, and Broke. So like I couldn't even list them as that brand. So I reached out to Boutique by the Box, and the next time I ordered, they sent me a few replacements. So I have the cost of goods on this one as 0 because technically it didn't cost me anything, or it was a replacement. But this piece finally did sell this month. I listed it back in June, and it sold on September 18th for $30. Next up, from my Yandy Costumes box, and the Yandy is starting to sell now that we're getting closer to Halloween. This was the Sassy Ringleader costume. The whip was missing, but the whole rest of the costume was intact. So this one sold on September 27th for $30. Then I had this pair of Kansas Straight Walker shorts from my 1 teaspoon box. That was a Boutique by the Box box. The costume, by the way, was $6 per piece out of that box. The 1 teaspoon, $19 per piece. So this wasn't the best profit-wise, but I paid $19 for these shorts, and that was a $32 Poshmark sale. I listed these back in March, and they sold this week, so I was actually just kind of glad to see those go. Next up was this fuzzy plaid jacket from that QVC box. So I never did an unboxing on this box, but I think I mentioned it before because I ordered a mystery box from Quick Lots from their story sale, and it was not what I thought it was going to be, and they never responded to me when I asked to be compensated for it. Long story short, I ended up just listing everything that came in that box. Well, that's a lie. I sent a lot of it to ThredUp, but of what I did list, I was hoping to just get my money back because, oh, I was so angry with that box. But anyway, this was a plaid jacket, size 2X, Denim & Co. My cost was $13.12 per piece out of that box. This was a $32 eBay sale, plus the customer paid up a little bit for shipping because it was a really heavy, like fall winter coat. Then I had a pair of the Performance Chinos. These are Everlane, and actually probably, I don't know when this is going to air, but you probably just saw the Everlane men's pants box. So these actually sold within 10 days of me listing them. They were a $32 eBay sale. I'm glad I grabbed that men's pants box while I did because the price went up like the next day after I ordered these. Then next up is actually, and this might be the first time I have a Halara piece on my top countdown, but I do. This was the wannabe dress. The style is easy peasy, which I haven't actually seen Halara dresses listed, but I'm kind of slowing down on those for now just because the season's over. But that easy peasy one where they like pull down and back so you don't have to take the whole dress off to go to the bathroom. Anyway, if you're on Instagram or TikTok, you've probably seen their ads. But this one was a $34.99 eBay sale, which means that was purchased at my full asking price. The Halara dresses on Helpsy, they had raised the price on those to $10.40 per item after my discount. And by the way, when I'm giving you the cost of goods, that's how much it actually cost, like after any discount codes or anything like that. Then up next was this gray athletic t-shirt. This was $16.20 per piece out of my Helpsy Premium Men's Athleisure bundle. This was one of those 5-piece bundles that Helpsy's been offering of Lululemon. I didn't do an unboxing on this because, I mean, it was a 5 pieces. And actually, I wasn't too happy with this box, if I'm being honest. It was 5 pieces of men's Lululemon and $16.20 per piece, so like not cheap. But every single piece had no tag, no size tag, no brand tag. They all had the Lululemon like emblem on it somewhere, so I knew it was Lululemon, but nothing to show like size or anything. So I found them very hard to list, and I had no idea what style names, and they were all basically like just t-shirts. But anyway, this one sold for $34.99 on eBay. That was listed about 3 weeks. And then next up is from my Helpsy the youth sports apparel box. This one sold after only 6 days. This was the Lamar Jackson Baltimore Ravens jersey. Actually, I think that got returned back to me. That might get relisted. I've got this pile back here. See, this is what happens when I get returns. I don't get a ton of returns, like maybe 1 or 2 a month, but I just throw them in a pile and that's where they go to die. But I really do need to open those up. And I think the Ravens jersey, the lady said that like her son didn't like the material because it wasn't exactly like the other one he had. Or like it wasn't my fault, so she paid to return it and I just refunded it, which happens on eBay sometimes. But I'm still counting it as a sale because it did sell, and I think that if I do just get my booty in gear and relist it, that it will sell again with no problem. So there's that. That was a boy's size large. And my cost of goods on that box was $4.74 per piece. Then up next is a pair of Good American jeans from my Good American box from Boutique by the Box. These got listed all back in the beginning of April. I bought, I think, 50 pair of jeans, so I've been slowly working through this box. But these were a size 0, the Good Vintage jeans. My cost was $21 per piece. These sold for $38. The Good American jeans are not selling the way they used to. Back last year, I was getting $60, $70 per pair. Now that's not happening. So the market is a little more saturated and the brand has lost popularity a little bit, in my opinion. But you know, they're still selling. So if that's what the price point is, that's okay. I have them. I want them to sell off. Then I had the Still Shining tunic from Free People. This is from my Helpsy boho box. That one is coming up on 90 days. This month you'll see that one. And actually, I'm doing a whole lot of 90-day updates coming up in October. So you'll probably see more updates than you will boxes this month. That will be one of them. That was the one, was all Free People samples. I didn't love this box because the cost was pretty high. Everything was samples and every single thing in the box was a size extra small. But this one did sell. $13.60 per piece was my cost. And then this was a $38 Mercari sale. This one took just about 90 days to sell. I'm a little overdue on the update, but that one did sell for $38 on Mercari. Then I had a pair of skinny jeans from Everlane. There's a lot of Everlane at the top of this countdown. You'll see. These are the skinny jeans. These are men's, size 31 by 30. These are out of the second men's denim box I purchased. My cost was $10.80 per piece. I know that they have since raised the price of that box. I ordered like 6 Everlane boxes and then they raised the price the next day. So I'm really thankful that I ordered all the boxes I did that day before they raised all the prices. This one I was able to get at that lower price of $10.80 per pair. I sold these for $40 on Poshmark, and they sold the next day after they were listed. I've had really good luck selling off the Everlane men's denim. In fact, I have an update either coming up or just went live. Depends on when this gets posted. But the men's denim does sell off. It just, the price point varies a little bit. Here's another pair of men's. These are actually men's chinos, size 32 by 32 black chinos. This was in the men's pants box. $10 per piece was my cost, and these were a $40 eBay sale. These were listed 11 days. Actually, that's a lie. I drafted the listing, I went on vacation, and I listed them the day I got back. So they probably were only listed 4 or 5 days, realistically. But then they were a very quick sale on eBay. Here's another pair of men's Everlane jeans. These are the slim fit faded indigo, size 33 by 30, $10.80 was my cost. These were listed only 2 days and sold on eBay for $44. Somebody offered me $44, or I sent a $44 offer, I'm not sure. But this was sold by offer after only 4 days. I think I mentioned this before, but I will mention it again. On eBay, I treat my eBay a lot like I treat Poshmark. When people either add my item to their cart, or if they like heart my item or put it on their watch list, like it gives me the option to send offers, and I send offers all the time on eBay the same way I do on Poshmark. So I get a lot of sales by offer on both eBay and Poshmark. Next up, from the Yandy box, costumes, the Gorgeous Goddess costume. This one, $6 cost of goods, sold in 6 weeks. This was a $45 Poshmark sale, which was actually an outright purchase. I did not send an offer on this. I just got a $45 sale on this, which is pretty good. And I actually like waited to ship this because you know how like sometimes the sales are too good to be true and then you just like pack it up right away and then the person cancels. Like I actually had to stop myself and say, no, don't pack it yet. Because I was about to go to the post office when the sale came through. I'm like, nope, this one's going to stay till tomorrow because it was a full price sale and buyers can cancel within 3 hours. I think it is on full price sales. I'm like, I'm not going to send it yet. And it ended up being fine, but it's one of the, like, that's how rare it is that I get an outright sale, especially on something that, in my opinion, I have priced up a little bit, allowing for offers. So I was happy about that one. Then I had the Way High Drape pant from my Everlane Women's Pants box. This was the one that I got back in July. So I did purchase a second Everlane's Pants box. Actually, I didn't even list any of it yet, but that was another one I got the day before the price went up. These were a $52 Poshmark sale, and my cost was $10 per pair on that. I'm really liking the Everlane Women's Pants, and especially these drape pants, the Way High Drape pants. These are selling off pretty good. In fact, I think I sold all of them now, all the ones that were in the box, and I'm getting pretty decent money for those. So I'm happy about that. This one is Andy. So Helpsy Source actually was selling some Andy apparel, not swim. They have a clothing line as well. And they had like a one-off box of Andy apparel that they sold on their story. And it was a lot of like swim cover-ups and stuff like that. And this one was a swim cover-up. My cost was $5.50 per piece. This is a $55 Mercari sale. So that one was actually a pretty awesome sale. Honestly, very, very good return on the investment. If you look at that one piece individually. Here's another pair of cotton Way High pants from that Everlane Women's Pants box. $10 per piece was my cost of goods. These were a size 0 short, so kind of an odd size, but it was a $60 Poshmark sale, sold by offer. Here is a turtleneck from my Everlane Women's Sweaters box. These are kind of like, I only have a few sweaters left out of this box, so I've done well with this box, but dwindling down to the last few pieces left. This one was a size small. I paid $12.29. If you can catch this box, I think it's $24 a piece now. But this was a $60 Poshmark offer. Poshmark order sold by offer. And these are the releather quartz sneakers. So I bought a bunch of Everlane shoes from Helpsy. I ordered like one of each of their packs. They had sneakers, sandals, heels, and boots, I think. This one, I actually went back and ordered more sneakers, and these came out of the second sneaker box. They were the releather quartz sneakers, women's 7.5. These were only listed 10 days, and they sold on Poshmark for $60. And my cost on that was $16.20 per pair. Out of my Good American apparel box. So this is my most recent Good American purchase. I got this in July. This was Boutique by the Box's most recent Good American offering. And it was $20 per piece. This is a size 000, which I think in Good American is extra small. This Sherpa jacket, which was one of the most substantial pieces in the whole box. Unfortunately, when I looked it up, it was like a clearance piece and it had been marked down on the Good American website, which was kind of a bummer. But I still did get $64 for it, sold by offer on Poshmark. That item did get a lot of interest, and I had a few lowball offers that I didn't accept on that one. So $64 I think was fair, especially because if I remember correctly, I saw it online on clearance for like $70 or something. So like I'm not mad about that. I don't think that I would have gotten more than $64, but I had people offer me $30 or $40, which I did not take. The next three are all out of my Everlane boots box. These all cost me $36 per pair. So I really did pay up for these. But they all, actually, the boots, there were 3 pair of leather boots and 2 pair of like fabric boots. These are all 3 of the leather boots, which all sold within a few days of each other. They all were listed 6 weeks and then bam, they all sold. So that's kind of cool how that happens. These are the Italian Chelsea boots in tobacco, size 6.5. These were a $90 Poshmark sale. Somebody sent me an offer. I had the City boots. These were a size 10. These actually were flawed. These had some maybe color transfer, color discoloration on the leather, and they were like an off-white color. So it was at like the top of the boot. So if you were going to wear pants, it would probably like cover the top of the boot. But either way, I did have to list these and disclose the flaw. They still sold for $100 on Poshmark. These retailed for like, I don't know, something like $259 or $289. Like they were really expensive, brand new. So the buyer actually got a great deal, at those being $100. So I guess that's okay. Then I had another pair of the Chelsea boots in tobacco. These were a size 8. This was a $110 Poshmark sale. So 36 into 110. All 3 really great boot sales, and I actually have the 2 pair of fabric boots left. Hopefully those sell soon. And my highest sale for this, or these 2 weeks, actually very surprising. These are from the second Everlane sneaker box that I ordered. So I didn't do an unboxing on this. They're the Treadbear sneaker, canvas sneakers. These actually, I priced these almost at retail price because they're sold out and waitlisted on the Everlane website. They were listed on the website for $130, waitlisted until the beginning of December. And I listed mine for $120 and they sold within 2 weeks at my full asking. This was another sale I set aside and didn't ship until the next day in case it was too good to be true, but they did sell for my full asking, $120. That box was $16.20 per pair. So not only was that my highest sale for these 2 weeks, it was also my biggest profit for these last 2 weeks. So that was very, very exciting. I did order another one of those sneaker boxes in hopes that I get this one pair again. I don't know what the chances are that I will. Hopefully I do, but I mean the box itself was what, $90, I think $81 after my discount code, and my profit after the Poshmark fees was $96. So this one pair of shoes paid for the box and then some. So that was very exciting. So that's the top 20. What do we do? Top 20? 25. That's the top 25 for the last 2 weeks of September. My lowest profit, let's go here real quick. Lowest profit. So this was actually something I lost money on, but I'm glad to see it go. This was out of my 1 teaspoon women's box. Isn't it funny? I've got something on the highest sold, and then this is my like worst sale of the last 2 weeks. They're from the same box. But anyway, this was the 1 teaspoon women's box. My cost of goods being $19 per pair of jeans. They sold on eBay for $9.52. Now, I have had these jeans for over 6 months. And you know, for me, 6 months is a stretch. Like, I don't want to have stuff for 6 months. Could I have sold them for more eventually? Maybe. They didn't get a ton of interest when they were listed, but it was like, I'm cool with like paying somebody to take these off my hands. So I actually ended up negative on this order. I paid $19 and the buyer paid $9.52. Plus, of course, I'm out the eBay fees as well. So that is my dud sale. I have a hard time calling it a dud sale. I think it's funny because like it was still a sale nonetheless, and all the other stuff that's still sitting here are more duds than this, but whatever. It was my lowest profiting sale. And then Okay, this we will call a dud sale. I'll tell you a story about this. This is a Candies, which is a juniors brand from, I think, Kohl's maybe, or JCPenney. It's this ivory blazer, size 2X. This came in a Helpsy box from September of 2022. So this is a year old. When something in my inventory gets to be a year old, I'm like, okay, this is clearly like trash. It was a bad buy. Although I can't even say it was a bad buy because it came in a mystery box. So I didn't really like pick it up myself. My cost of goods on that box, by the way, was $4.30 per item. I sent into ThreadUp. ThreadUp finally started allowing me to get labels again a couple months ago. And I had sent in a bunch of new with tag stuff that hasn't been moving around here. This was one of them. But because some of the stuff, like, so ordinarily when I send to ThreadUp, I send them stuff that, like, I don't want back. But because all the stuff I sent in this one box was new with tag, I did pay to have returned to me anything that they didn't accept. Because everything was new with tag and I didn't want them to just, like, keep it. So, which, by the way, was not worth it because all the good stuff they actually did keep, and all the stuff I really, like, didn't want back, they sent back to me. This blazer being one of those things, like, it was this and like 3 or 4 other things that I was like, oh, I could have done without having these back, but whatever. I decided just to relist it. I think I took new photos and I rewrote the description because at that point I had taken it down from everywhere, and it's sold on Poshmark for $18. And I could tell you, like, I shared the heck out of this. I delisted and relisted this at least 3 or 4 times. I had lowered the price all the way down to $10, and then I had put it in my 5 for $25 sale, and still nobody had bought it, to the point where I packed it up, sent it to ThreadUp, got it back, and then sold it. And this all took a year. So that is my official dud sale, not because I didn't make money, but because of what a life that jacket had. My goodness. So yeah, so that is my countdown for this week, or the past 2 weeks. I'll do another one for week 1 of October. Let me know down below if there's any topics you want me to discuss. Usually I've been making these videos kind of like a story time tips and tricks video. I didn't do that this time because I figured this one was going to be a long one anyway. But any topics that you might want me to discuss in these videos, drop a comment down below. Let me know also what was your best sale of the last 2 weeks, or the last week, or just recently, what was your best sale? I love knowing what is selling for you, for other people. I love that we can talk through our sales and help each other out of what to look for. So that's really, really helpful. Make sure you're subscribed if you like these videos. I am still going to aim to do them once a week whenever possible. And yeah, hit that like button on the way out. That really does help out my channel as well. And that's it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.